strike?
It'll show him once and for all we can get along just fine without them.
Buddy, you took the words right out of my mouth. Ha! To the man!
It's pleasant strolling down memory lane, isn't it? Just thinking about that special thrill when starting up a brand new relationship. I remember when Chico and I were first dating. He used to always be so charming. He'd unwrap my chewing gum for me. He was such a gentle dog. So was Thomas. He used to call me his silly little lillykins. Look, maybe we should just call this whole thing off and let them just go on getting worse. I'll bet they're in there right now, just happily stuffing their faces and having a great time and not giving us the slightest thought. Do you really think so? I'm sure of it.
What?
I said, yeah!
I heard what you said. What did you say it for?
What the heck do you think I said it for? That stupid chicken is on fire!
Well, put it out.
How? Huh?
How the heck should I know?
The girls would!
We're not talking to them, Tom.
Fire! 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 Oh, what kind of cookbook is this? It doesn't say anything about putting out fires.
Obviously written by a woman. Holy hot tamale! It's getting worse.
I had no idea they were that flammable.
Well, do something, Thomas.
Who do you think I am? Smokey the Bear?
You started it.
Really? Well, it was your pan, pal.
I gave the pan.
No progress.
Well, at least it's been a good opportunity to diet. What time are they serving supper tonight?
The usual time, whenever the smoke alarm goes off.
My head. How you doing, dude?
Good, great, fabulous.
Me too. Couldn't be better.
I made the same recipe with the eggs as I made yesterday for breakfast. You want some?
No! I mean, no thanks. By the way, what are those things on my plate? You know, I might have to describe it to the doctor later.
Just enjoy, Chico. Well, it's 3 days later and we're still alive. I think we've proven our point.
Exactly. As soon as they apologize, we should forgive them.
Well, we'll see.
You two guys are unbelievable. Positively unbelievable.
Hey, I'll admit that things are a little, a little,
In disarray?
right. In disarray. But apart from that, and the little problems we ran into with the cleaning,
And the shopping and the laundry and the cooking.
I'm sure that darned microwave was defective. They aren't supposed to just explode like that.
By the way, did the washing machine finally stop making those strange noises?
Yep. Permanently. Anyway, all in all, I think we're doing just fine and dandy.
I agree. 100%. Fabulous. Yep.
You two are unbelievable. The kitchen looks like Woodstock was held here. And it's the neatest room in the house. Food's been uneatable. And by the way, You're supposed to unfreeze TV dinners before serving them.
It's amazing how little they appreciate everything we do for them, isn't it?
Complain, complain.
Look, I know you want to defend your mom in all this, Desmond. But face the facts. Men don't need women to get along in the world.
Precisely. And by the way, you wouldn't have any idea where my blue bowling shirt is, would you?
Maybe it's run away with my underwear. I haven't been able to find any of those since last Monday.
I don't know how much more of this I can take. Well, at least we've proven what would happen if we stopped doing what we do around here. We knew that before we started. They're the ones who didn't, and believe it or not, I'm not sure they do yet.
Oh, I don't know. When Thomas had to call the office, he spent 10 minutes searching for the phone before he finally found it in that empty pizza box. That's a start. And Chico had trouble finding his beer this morning.
Isn't it in the fridge?
He had trouble finding the fridge.
You two are like, amazing. You've made your point. So why not just give in now and go back to having a life?
And let them, think they've won? Never.
Beyond never.
Face the facts, Melissa. Men simply can't survive without women.
We have a problem, pal.
We have two problems. The first is, would you stop?
And when I think, I pace.
I can't pace two. There isn't enough free floor space for us both to pace.
Then we have a problem.
Maybe we could try to pace in shifts.
We could, but we'd still have a problem. Because pacing isn't our real problem. Our real problem is getting the women to realize they're wrong and coming back to us without us looking like a couple of schmucks.
Well, there must be a solution. Think, think, think.
Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah.
I got it!
What?
Back on my first date with Lily, we went to this movie that had the perfect solution to our problem. I think it was called, Men Always Know Best.
The movie was called Women Always Know Best. This couple loved each other, but they'd had this big argument that was about to split them up forever. He was wrong, but wouldn't admit it.
She was wrong, but naturally, being a woman, she wouldn't admit it.
Naturally. So, what happened?
They were just on the point of splitting up. I suppose he wanted to apologize, but he was too pig-headed for that. Like Thomas.
Like Lily. And they probably would have done it and never seen each other again, except this incredibly lucky thing happened. As he was coming down the stairs, he slipped on her purse or something.
Probably on a pair of his underwear he'd left lying around, or something.
Bang! Crash! He fell like a ton of bricks and broke his hind leg. She came running over to him and threw her arms around him. And, they kissed and everything. And being a nice guy, he forgave her.
She forgave him. Well, what do you think?
I think we just found the solution to our problemo.
So do I.
I tell you, he's in excruciating agony. It would mean so much for him to feel the touch of her hand. but he's just too stubborn to ask.
Well, she's in agony too, and she needs him terribly. You've got to do something quick.
Just get her to come down and apologize.
Her, get him to drag his butt upstairs and do the same.
Typical of you to see it that way.
Typical of me, tú. Pinche quebrón, estás solo un macho burachero.
Lily? Is Lily hurt?
Thomas? Did Thomas really have an accident?
Well, no. I was just faking to try and...
So was I, Thomas.
I guess neither one of us has forgotten that first date, huh?
You look ridiculous.
So do you.
So you really love me that much?
More, baby. More and more. Every day.
Well, that goes for me too, baby.
And I bought you 2 anniversary gifts. One early for next year. Will you forgive me?
Oh, yes.
And you, will you forgive me too?
Oh, of course I will, Chico. After you've cleaned up this terrible mess.
Mess? Hey, I understand where you're coming from, doll, but,
Chico,
what?
let's go clean up the mess.
Okay, but since all 4 of us are here, don't you think it would be fairer if we...
Chico? One last piece of advice, Chico.
What now?
No woman in history ever shot her husband while he was doing the dishes.
Good point, dude.
So, what should we do?
What else? Go help them before they break any more dishes.
Did Thomas and Lily redecorate?